We are discussing about one piece of the Atharva Veda mantra, which runs as follows. Sarvan patho anrana akshiyema. In all our walks of life, we shall not be indebted. Whatever is due, we shall pay and clear our debt. What we owe to the world, we shall give it back. Let not on us be the burden of debt. That's the meaning of it. And we are discussing that our rishis and rishikas, they have clearly classified this debt into three ranas. Devaruna, Pitrana, Acharya Rana. We discussed in detail about Acharya Rana. We discussed about Pitrana in detail. Now the only one what is left is that Devaruna. Now this Devaruna, when you say Deva, the meaning of the word Deva is Devo Danat. That is, that which can give is called as a Deva. It's not the gods or goddesses, multitude of gods and goddesses as you understand now. The meaning of the word Deva is totally different in the Vedic context. It says anything that is capable of giving, Devo Danat, is a Deva. Because it can give, it's called as Deva. This is from Nirukta. Yaskas Nirukta is one of the Vedanga, where it says very clear. Dustane, Dustane Bhavatitiva, or the one which is in the condition of light. That's one which is enlightened. A person who is enlightened too is called as Deva. Elsewhere again in Nirukta they say, Mantra Pratipadya Vishayo Devata. The subject matter of a mantra is the caption what we have for that mantra, and that's also is called as Devata. Deva, Devata are the same. So it never means the gods and goddesses, what to understand generally when you speak of Deva. But of course, that one single formless God, Satchidananda, too is called as Deva because he has also given us lot many things. He has showered on us lot many things. On one side it is Satchidananda. On the other side, all the mortals who are capable of giving. Apart from that, we have got one more Deva. That is Deva which can give maybe living or non-living too. Even Jada Padarthas, even inert things give us so many things. For example, sun. Sun gives us light. Sun gives us heat. But the sun is not a person. Sun is not Satchit, it is Kevala Sat. It has no consciousness. Can we call the sun as Deva? Yes, because it gives air, it gives us the very life. Water, it gives us sustenance. Yes, we can call water as also Deva, air as also Deva. Sun is also Deva, moon is also Deva. But on basic difference is, all these Devas, what I am referring now, they are all called as Jada Deva. Jada Deva. We have got Chetana Devas also. That's the scholarly people who give us all the knowledge, who are in a state of enlightenment. That we have discussed. They are all Acharya group. So Acharya Rana we have discussed. They are all Chetana Deva. Now here we are speaking of one Jada Deva and another Vishwa Deva. That is Satchidananda. Of course, even that Satchidananda too is called as Acharya. He is the ultimate Acharya. All other Acharyas or teachers are temporary. But the one which guides the whole universe and guides all the people, the great Acharya is Satchidananda. One and only Satchidananda. So here, when we speak of Devaruna, we speak of these two things. One is the Jadadeva, another one is Paramadeva or Vishwadeva, called as Satchidananda. These two come into the purview of this Devaruna. Other things we have discussed. The other Devas, that is Pitru is also Deva, Acharya is also Deva, about that we have discussed. Now, Jadadeva, let me discuss about it first. Jadadeva. So sun, moon, air, water, so many things, they give us so many things for our living and sustenance. How to pay back? They just give. They are not aware that they are giving. They don't know who use it. They have no discrimination to whom to give or whom not to give. Rain, it just rains. It rains on good people. It rains on bad people too. It has no discrimination. It doesn't say these are all good people, let me shower on them the rain. These are all bad people, they don't deserve it, let me not shower on them. No. It just rains. No discrimination. While it gives, there itself it has no consciousness, it has no awareness, and how to pay back to it. It cannot understand. It cannot understand. Because it doesn't have that chit element. It is just sat. It exists. Now here they say, because it cannot understand, whatever you do, keeping in mind to make it understand is all useless and futile. Doing Mangalarati, doing puja, putting turmeric or kumkum or flowers or whatever it is, lighting a lamp before it, no, it is all useless. Because it cannot understand, because it doesn't have that awareness. It's inert. It just gives, that's all. Then how do you do? To take care of the indebtedness to them. And they say, do puja all the time. Then everything is done. What should I say just now? No Mangalarti, no flowers, no turmeric, no kumkum, nothing of that. And again I am telling do puja. Because when I say puja, this is what we get into our mind. I am not contradicting myself. The real meaning of puja is puja nama satkaraha. That's how they define it. Puja nama satkara. It's not offering so many things. No. It is satkaraha. What do you mean by satkara? To make the proper use of it is what is called as satkara. Kara is doing Dakri Karane, satkara, doing it the right way, using it in the right way. If these Jada Devas, maybe sun, maybe moon, maybe water, maybe earth, maybe air, whatever it is, if you make the proper use of it, if you employ it in a very useful way, if you don't abuse it, if you don't misuse it, yes, we have done its puja. If this concept of puja is understood now rightly, all the global problems like air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, everything will be gone. See? Very simple thing. But because we interpret puja as something else, as offering something, and not using it properly, not abusing it or misusing it, all the problems are there now. Very simple thing. Just a little reorientation is what is required. What is the reorientation? Make the proper use of it. Now, whatever you are getting from this sun, moon, air, water, land, whatever it is, they are all very essential for us to live. Now, those things which are essential for us, we have to preserve it. We have to protect it. We are not supposed to pollute it under any pretext. You have to sacrifice so many amenities which ultimately pollute air. We have to save air and throw away all these amenities. That is real puja. That is real puja. Because we are sacrificing some unwanted thing for something which is very, very much vital and essential for our existence. Not only our existence, even our future generations have to live on that. We spoil it. What about their future? Don't we love our children? Don't we love our grandchildren? Don't we want for them to have a pure environment? It's not wealth that you have to leave for them to inherit. You have to leave for them a good world for to live in. It's very important. That is puja. That is satkara. Sacrifice. Change our way of life. See that the purity of air, purity of land, purity of water, purity of environment, safeguarding forests, so many things are there. And all these things, what I'm referring to, they are all Jada Devas. Take care of them. Protect them. Do your best to enrich them. Protect, enrich, and pass it on to the next generation. Pass it on to the posterity. They can live happy. They can live in a healthy way. What's it we are doing? We are just trying to clear our debt towards inert devas, Jada devas. That's all. And we are doing it through puja, satkara, proper use. The explanation is very simple. Practice it and to get the benefit, yes. It needs determination and will. If we don't determine and will for it, it will never happen. It's a very, very simple guidance. Maintain the purity of all these inert devas. Make the proper use of it. We are polluting air with our factories and machines, burning of fossil fuel to our vehicles. What's the result? Number one, we don't get pure air to breathe. All this will spoil the protective layer around the globe, that's the ozone layer. And it is affecting the environment. And finally, instead of getting a good rain, we are getting acid rain. Can you call it as prudence? Can you call it as intelligence? No. No. When we understand that we are indebted, we are not there as masters of these resources. We are not there as consumers of these resources. We are not there to gain mastery over these resources. We are all indebted to it. The very way we look at them is different. We are all indebted to it. So that indebtedness or that rona is felt. Yes, the way we look at it will be different. We try to pay back. In the sense, we try to preserve it. That preserving them in the right way is our paying back of our debt. This is what we understand. Now, this understanding of ours will preserve these resources, will enrich these resources, and we can have a better quality living. We are living, no doubt. But when you compare it to the quality of what it was in the yesteryears and today, yes, the quality of our life today has definitely deteriorated. There is no dispute about it at all. The forest cover on the globe before 100 years and what it is today, definitely it is less than 50%. What is the result? Global warming. Why it happens? This global warming is because of the proportion of oxygen to carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. It is simple. For more oxygen in the environment, we need forests. But I denuded them. It's all gone. And who is there to balance it? Do you have any other alternative? No. We're so foolish. Our way of living is totally a burden on the resources. And instead of paying back, we are drawing more and more. We are into debt more and more. But what does this guidance say? Sarvan patho anrana akshiyema. We should think of clearing our debt. What we owe to these natural resources, we have to pay back. Benefit is to whom? Benefit is to whom? It's for ourselves. It's for our posterity. Because we keep the environment clean. We keep the environment healthy. Yes, we are benefited. So this clearing of debt indirectly is again beneficial to us only. So this way of looking at things is, we can call it as prudence. We can call it as intelligence. We can call it as forethought, right planning, whatever you call it. But the whole world today is not up to this mark. Lot of problems are there. Global warming to pollution. You touch anything, it's polluted. Starting from our own hearts and thoughts. Touch anything, it's polluted. Of course, that's the result. When you drink polluted water, when you drink or breathe polluted air, eat polluted food, we may say, no, we are not drinking polluted water. We are filtering it, we are doing this and that and so many things. But imagine getting pure rainwater and using it. And this water, what we are using, through so many processes, can we compare them? No. When the environment is pure, the rainwater, what we get itself is not just water, it is a medicine for us. And this water, what we are using, is processed. So during this process, we say, all those pollutants we remove. Yes, we are doing it. But to the extent we know, that's a problem. In this water, there are so many nutrients, macro and micro. So at the process of removing these at the macro level, many micronutrients too are lost. We are not aware of it. We don't get the benefit of it. We don't know water fully. Maximum what you know is water is H2O. That's what we know. H2O is right, I'm not against it, but it is not just H2O. It has got so many micronutrients in it, which even our modern day science has to still investigate. So many such things are. It is holistic. That is the rainwater, tight. All this we have to experiment into it. Where we collect water straight from the rain and drink it, and drink the other one which has undergone all these processes of cleaning, process of purification, definitely we'll be able to know the difference between the two. But that we can't do, so we submit ourselves to this artificial processor and product of artificial processes. Added to it, whatever we should have used, we are misusing it, we are abusing it. That's still a blunder what we are doing. Land, allow it to grow naturally, the vegetation. If at all farming has to be done, it should be done in a very natural way without disturbing the natural process what is going on there. Even tilling is not required, speaking strictly. Because they have got natural tillers in the land. Earthworms. Earthworms, they till the land better than our tillers. And they till the land 24 hours, 365 days. But our tilling is limited for certain time. See? If we allow the worms to till the land, the fertility is very high. But if we put pesticides, insecticides, chemical manures and other things, all these natural tillers will die. So whatever benefit you should have got in the natural process, you miss it. So what has happened ultimately? The land is polluted. Then what happens? The rain which falls on this land actually will take the nutrients of the land with it and take it to the tank, the lake. But now the very land is barren. How can it take the nutrients and good things in it with it? It cannot. It can take only the very manure, the very pesticide along with it. And the rivers and lakes are polluted. Does it take with them all these chemicals? The river is gone. And the water evaporates from these water bodies. What type of water? Polluted, pesticide infested, chemical infested. Now what will be the quality of the rain we get? It has to be acid rain. You're not getting good rain at all. It's a chain. It's a chain. Because it's a chain, because of this cascading effect, you're polluting everything. When this acid rain comes, what's the effect? Vegetation will not grow because they cannot tolerate this acid rain. They're all interlinked. We are adding to this pollution through our vehicles and factories. The whole situation is becoming more and more dangerous. Is this the way of clearing our debt towards Jadadevas? We have to introspect now. No. On the contrary, we have to maintain the purity of it. We have to enrich its quality also. We have to have our way of life in such a way that we will not become a burden on these resources and it will not pollute. We may have found out so many scientific truths. We may have converted it into technology, fine. But if the technology is affecting the very roots of our existence, we should be careful about our technology. So one or two simple examples I'll give you. Nuclear power is a very big source for power. Okay, fine. We have got reactors, and due to this nuclear reaction, we are getting power. Uninterrupted 24 hours CCTV power, fine. But what happens in the nuclear reactor? Are we really serious about it? The material what we use after the power is released because of nuclear reaction, the waste, what they call as nuclear waste, are highly radioactive. Everyone who is using the power, are we aware of it? No. And how do you handle this nuclear waste? It's a very, very big problem faced by those who are working with nuclear power generation. They don't know how to handle it, and they are highly radioactive. When I say highly radioactive, it's very clear that it can pierce through anything. Nothing can prevent its movement. Highly reactive. But it's a big problem for those who are depending on this nuclear power as to how they should handle this nuclear waste. They are trying to pack these nuclear waste into containers and burying them in mines Mines are not ordinary. They are miles deep. In the mines, they are trying to bury them. Still, they are not able to prevent the radiation. They want to throw them in the oceans. So the depth of the oceans too are miles. Even then, its effect is not gone. And all the marine life, what is there in the ocean, they are all suffering because of this radiation. And these highly radioactive elements have got very long life also. Half-life period, they call it scientifically. They become radioactive and they will be producing this radiation more and more and more for long years. Can we call it as intelligence? Can we call it as progress? Is it science? Why? Because we never thought that we are indebted to them. That's the problem. We say to say, let me use it. Let me get this, let me get that. Let me enjoy. Let it be my servant. No, no. It's not our servant. We are indebted to it. This is not taught in schools, it's not taught in colleges, and nobody has framed our way of life in accordance with that. We are into big problem. Just one example I'm telling of this radioactive materials. There are so many such things, so many such things. At every step, we are leading a way of life which ultimately results as a burden on the natural resources, and we are polluting them, we are spoiling them. This is no puja, this is no satkara. If you understand what is satkara, if you understand what is puja in the real sense, we will never even pluck a blade of grass from it. Because a blade of grass too is green in color and is contributing very little of oxygen. Everything that is green is a source of oxygen. It may be a single blade of grass. That means we become ecologically sensitive. We become ecologically responsible. Provided we understand that we are indebted to them. That's the crux of the whole issue. If you understand that we are indebted to it, we shall take all the care that's possible for protecting them, because we're indebted. If you understand that I'm a master of the universe, the whole thing becomes topsy-turvy. That's what is happening today. So one sentence of feeling our indebtedness towards inner things itself has got so much of impact on our routine life, on our future. So how do we do it? First, we have to change our way of life in such a way that these resources are not abused or misused. Number one. Number two, to protect and enrich them, we have to perform this Agnihotra. That's what they call it as Deva Yajna or Dravya Yajna. Of course, Yajna means doing anything in the best way possible. That is there. Yajno vai Sheshtatamam Karma is always there. A part of it is this Dravya Yajna or Deva Yajna. That is actually invoking fire on an altar and offering to it all those which have got nutrient and purifying quality. Ghee or clarified butter, it has got all the nutrient qualities and it is capable of purifying the environment also. Yes, those other herbs which have got the medicinal properties, and this fire will automatically disintegrate it and spread it. It goes a long way to maintain the purity of the environment. We should not pollute it on one hand. On the other hand, we should contribute our might to purify it. That is Dravya Yajna or Deva Yajna. That is the way we have to clear our debt towards these inert devas, jada devas. Now who will be benefited? We ourselves. That's the beauty of it. We are in debt, and the way we clear the debt, it is once again beneficial to us only. It's not that we lose something. We have taken something, we give something, and we lose something. No. We have taken something, we clear the debt, and again get benefits. That's the beauty of it. The chain here is so fantastic that we never lose. We give, we clear, and again get benefits. So for having got that benefit again, what do you have to do? You have to give it back. What will happen? You get more benefits. Give it back, get more benefits. Give it back, get more benefits. That's the beauty of clearing of Devaruna by performing Dravya Yajna or Deva Yajna. Of course, another important question is there. Okay, we'll do it. Is it necessary to chant the mantras while doing this Agnihotra? Yes. Mere chanting is of no use. That I discussed several times. We should chant by knowing what it means. Meaningfully, we should chant them. By understanding what it is, we have to chant. What's the benefit? The Dravya Yajna externally purifies the environment, and the meaning of the mantras, they purify the internal environment. When you do it with meaning. Mere mechanical chanting will not help us. By comprehending on, by contemplating on the meaning of the Veda mantras, yes, we'll be able to purify our inner self too. So by chanting and performing this Dravya Yajna, Deva Yajna, two things are benefited. One is internal benefit, and another is external benefit. Internal purification and external purification. Something great. Now that is the vision of the Vedas. That's why I keep on saying these Vedas are for all, for the whole humanity. It's not for any caste or creed or gender, because everyone needs that purification, external and internal. This Dravya Yajna, by chanting mantras, knowing its meaning, will achieve both. This is all with reference to Dravya Yajna or Deva Yajna, the inert Jada Devas. It just strengthens the very existence of the world. We can never think of something where it disturbs the ecology, where it disturbs the environment, where it disturbs the setup what is there. And we never misuse or abuse the natural resources. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Now coming to another Deva, that is the Parama Deva or Vishwadeva. Satchidananda. We are indebted to that also. It has showered on us so many things, not one or two, hundreds of things, infinite things for our existence, starting from providing the system of Sharira, Indriya, Manas and Janma Janmantaras, Punarjanma, for the soul to continue its journey and do its sadhana and finally become eligible for experience of moksha. That's a state of bliss for a long, long period. From there to every morsel of food what we eat, it's all the blessings of that Satchidananda. Of course, a farmer works on land, but unless there is a sprouting capacity in the seed what he sows, what can he do? He can do nothing. From where it has come? The capacity to sprout, yes, that's God given. A farmer creates all the environment for it to sprout, that's fine. But the whole issue is about the sprouting. And that sprouting capacity in a small seed, packing of the sprouting in a small seed is definitely the gift of God. And nobody in a laboratory can create such a seed. When it is sown, it will sprout. No. Not even one single seed we are able to create it. The sprouting is the very nature or very gift of God. This we have to understand. From there to Sharindra Manas to this whole solar system, the galaxies and the Milky Ways, they've got their own role to play in the existence of this world. It's all gift of that Satchidananda. We have not been able to understand what it is at all. How can we create it? But it's created, it's there. This whole system is there. So the force behind it, the strength behind it, the consciousness behind it, that's what we call it as Satchidananda. And we should be very clear, it has to be enormous. It has to be omnipotent. And at the same time, the system we see even in the micro things, it has to be so subtle. Sukshmati sukshma. Both. It has to be infinite and at the same time subtle. And such a thing cannot have any form. It has to be formless. It's a formless, omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, infinite and at the same time subtle. This is Satchidananda. Now this Satchidananda has given us everything we need, everything we need. Now how is the quality of its giving? Number one, it is pure. What is given by God is pure. It's we who have polluted it and spoiled it because of our lack of knowledge, our selfishness, whatever you call it. What is given by God basically is very pure. Number one. Number two is in abundance, no shortage at all. Whatever shortage we are feeling is because of our lack of distribution system. Because our distribution system is not functioning properly, because we are not sharing it with our fellow beings, yes, shortage we experience. But as it is, there is no shortage. It's in abundance. Abundance. Pure. Abundant. Then the third very important thing is it's all given to us free. No charge, no bill, no payment, no due date for paying. It's all given free. To all, no discrimination. See? Such great things. Okay, we have received it. And the very purpose of providing all these things is for us only. And I say as not human beings, all creatures, all jivatmas, all sachits. It's given for us. We have received all these things. We are using all these things every moment of our life. But have we never given a thought as to how we have to pay it back? Received and received are not due to the source which has given to us all these things. Pure, abundant, free. Yes, we are due. We have to pay it back. But how? Because that Satchidananda doesn't need anything. I cannot give it to anything. It is not waiting for my 2 rupees banana. It's not, because everything belongs to it. I cannot give anything which it doesn't have. And whatever I can give, it's all its own gift to me. And if I return it, I have not given anything. I have given what it has given to me. This is not the way of clearing debt. It's a very tricky situation for us. We have to give to it, to clear the debt, something which is our own, not given by that. If I give it back what it has given, that never amounts to clearing of debt. It's a simple accounts. We have to give something which is our own for clearing this debt. What is that? It's our own selves. Atma Samarpana. Atma Samarpana. Our own souls is the only thing what I can give to that Satchidananda, nothing else. Whatever you call it as. in the name of the different types of worships what is there on the globe. The best worship, the best offering, the best way of clearing the debt is nothing but Atma Samarpana. I submit myself to that God, because that myself is the only thing which is mine, nothing else. Not even this Sharira Indriya Manas, that's also not mine. It's the gift of that Satchidananda. So when I say Atma Samarpana, it is the soul, it's my spirit which I am submitting, which I am surrendering to the great Satchidananda. How do you do it? Very simple. It has established so many rules and regulations and laws. Obey those things, that's enough. They have submitted yourselves. Obey and follow those rules implicitly, with all love, with all affection, with all reverence. Yes, you have submitted. Another beautiful question at this stage. Okay, you do all this. What will happen next? I myself will be benefited again. That's the process. If I submit myself to the law of Satchidananda, my whole life will be purified. My whole soul gets strength. And what's the benefit? I become eligible to experience Ananda. To whom is the benefit? To myself again. Submit yourself to Satchidananda. That is the way of clearing the debt. And this clearing of the debt, in turn, gives us more benefits. As the same way, when we use the natural resources in the right way, as we are benefited, here also it happens. Clearing the debt results in benefit. Clearing the debt results in something wonderful. We get back again. But forget about it. Behave in an egoistic way, we are lost. We are jeopardizing ourselves as well as the whole world. We are spoiling everything. Think in this way, yes, the whole life becomes wonderful. It becomes a celebration. You clear the debt, get benefits. Clear the debt, get benefits. For that, again you clear the debt, you get the benefits. Either way, it's beneficial. This is the way we have to look at things. And this thought is given to us through this piece of one Atharva Veda mantra. Sarvan Patho, in all walks of our lives, Andrana Akshema, we shall be without debt. We shall not be indebted. This very thought of clearing all these debts will ultimately again benefit us only. Not only us, we, our fellow beings, our children, our grandchildren, everybody will be benefited. It's something very serious that we have to think about. And after thinking about it, we should take clear-cut decisions of changing our way of life. There is no other way. But to change our life where we are not a burden on this Jadadeva, and we will not be misusing the gifts of God, which is pure, abundant, and free. You have to make the proper use of it. That proper use is what is called as puja. That proper use is what is called as satkara. All other ways of puja, what we are doing, all other types of worship, what we are doing today, if I'm allowed to say, is just a show. And we are not getting anything. Instead, we are jeopardizing the whole situation more and more. We are misleading. Saving one blade of grass is more than doing 5 hours of puja in the present day. This is what we have to understand. We should contribute to the preservation of the natural resources. We should contribute for sustaining them. We should contribute to enrich them. What is the benefit? You get a lot of benefit. You yourself are making the environment where you live more richer, more purer. Is it a benefit which can be calculated in terms of money? No. It's invaluable. The very environment we live in, if it is pure, if it is nourishing, if it is peaceful, there is nothing equal to it. Invaluable. Now, from where it will all start? From reorienting ourselves in our thoughts that we are indebted to Acharyas, to Pitrus, and the Deva. So these three indebtedness is reminded through that sacred thread. That's what they have used. During Upanayinam, during Vedarambha Samskara, these things have to be taught to our children. And for performing this Upanayana Samskara or Vedarambha Samskara, once again I repeat, there is no discrimination whatsoever. It's for all. No discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, nationality, gender, nothing. It's for all. Because every one of us should understand the importance of our living in tune with nature and natural laws. In tune with the rules prescribed by the Satchidananda. It's essential. It's mandatory for every one of us. No discrimination. Imagine if every citizen of the world is aware of all these things. How will their life be? What will be their contribution? And how the world will be? In one sentence, if I am to say, this whole world overnight becomes a heaven. We need not search for it elsewhere or at our death. It will be realized here, now. It's all in our hands. It's all in our way of looking at things. How we have to look at it? Sarvan patho anrana akshiyema. Over. The sentence is very simple, very short, but its impact is enormous. Okay, there are so many such things. We'll be discussing about them again and again. I'll just dictate the next mantra what we have to discuss. Shuddhaha Puta Shuddhaha Puta Yoshito Yajñāha. Shuddhaha Puta Yoshito Yajñāha. Atharva 6:122:5. 6:122:5. Shuddhaha Puta Yoshito Yajñāha. Okay, thank you for the day.
Thank you, Sharma.
Thank you.
Sharma ji, class ಇದೆ ಇವತ್ತು?
ಇದೆ, ಬನ್ನಿ. 11 to 1.
ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾಕೋ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ?
ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು.
ಹೌದಾ? ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ.
ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಅದೇ ಹೋದ್ಸಲ ಉಲೂಕ ಯಾತೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕದು, ಅರ್ಧ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗಿದೆ.
ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ಹೋದ್ಸಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಪ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ.
ಸರಿ ಸರಿ ಸರಿ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆಪ್ಪ.